Hey guys, so I'm back again with this motor, this Kohler motor, 18 horse. When I got it, it was froze up. I pulled the head, checked the valves, obviously, also unfroze the motor, some penetrating oil in there, and got it to unseize by moving the flywheel back and forth. As you can see, she's not froze up. Put it all back together, started it up. It wouldn't run. It was just boom, 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 bang, just backfiring. So I expected to have a bent valve. So I pulled the head off again and checked to see if I had my clearance right. And there's no bent valve. So I lapped the valves in, set them at the gap at 4 thousandths, and then I took apart the whole internals, which I made a video on taking that out, and I wanted to check the cam to see if it had a bad lobe or something like that was going on. It turned out to be the compression release on the cam. I'll show you over here. Grab this camshaft. This is the old one. Here's the old one. And you can see that compression release on the cam hit the motor, bent it all up. It was not releasing the compression. This actually rides up underneath there and holds that off of there. But it was not releasing the compression at the right timing. I think it was just fully open, and it was just blowing every time it hit TDC. It was just blowing that compression right out the exhaust. So I put a new cam in it and a new head gasket on. I think she's flat dead, but yeah, she's flat dead right now. She fires up now. So when it fired up, it was running wide open. So of course I thought, I need to check the governor. You can't see in there. Let me see if I can grab a light and make this a little easier to see. So I need to check the governor. So on this model, let's see if I can shine in there. The governor is right there. So what you want to do is put this at full throttle and then turn the governor gear the direction that full throttle is. So if full throttle moves forward, you need to spin that governor gear forward till you feel it close the gear itself. Once it closes the gear, make sure your throttle's fully forward, make sure the gear's fully tight, and then lock everything back down. So I did that. Now it's just running at high RPM. It's not full throttling, screaming wide open. It's just running like the throttle's all the way up, instead of like it's going to blow itself apart. So now I adjust the throttle up and down. I got no throttle. I can't throttle it down. I can't throttle it up. So my next thing is going to be end up ripping into that carburetor and seeing what's going on there. Originally, this butterfly that's on the front, this guy here that moves for the gear, the governor gear, this thing was froze. So I pulled the intake and the carburetor off and PB blastered right up in here. PB blastered up underneath, down in the bottom. Pulled the bowl off. PB blastered, it's like a little piece that comes through on the bottom inside. PB blastered that, and then just grabbed a pair of pliers after taking off the butterfly plate, 2 screws. I grabbed a hold of that stem and I twisted it back and forth till it finally freed up. put the butterfly back on. Still not getting a throttle control, so now I'm going to deal with that. I did clean the coil where it meets. In between there it was really rusty. The flywheel had a lot of rust on it, as you can see, some pretty corrosive stuff, but here it doesn't, because I just kind of wire wheeled that a little bit, got it clean, and then reset this. Drop that. Where'd that go? My air filter. Reset that. So I mean, everything's good. It fires right up when I hook it up to my truck battery. It fires straight up, but like I said, it's running at a higher RPM, so I'm trying to mess with the throttle plate and trying to figure out if it's that or the carburetor. I'll get back to you guys once I figure it out. But as far as if you have one of these things, 18 horse, single cylinder, overhead cam, it's a Club Cadet Kohler motor, 18 horse, like I said. This model's a 5400 KS. It's the KS model, and you're having it just backfire all the time, and it's not running, just backfiring. It's probably going to be that compression release. So I'll get back to you guys with another video when I figure out what's going on with that, and we'll work through that.